Join us now for Forever Friends, brought to you by Staffworks, the perfect fit.
John Treen is here from the Stevens-Swan Humane Society with this week's featured pet. John, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us. This is Sophia. Sophia's 4 to 5 months old. She's a kitten we have up for adoption at Stevens-Swan Humane Society. You can see she is super friendly and lovey.
Trying to figure out if you're her mother.
Yeah, probably. Someone new to play with. She's a group of many kittens, which we still have available at the shelter. So I wanted to bring her in, focus her, and let everybody know that if you're looking for kittens, we definitely still have them.
Well, I'm not sure if Sophia will be around because she took a tour of the station with Callahan, and Callahan was making the pitch to, I think, every employee here. Don't you want to take her home? And she is. She's soft. She's curious. Yeah. She really is like that perfect first pet, I would say, for a lot of people.
Sure. Great temperament for a kitten. Keep in mind, kittens are very active, though, so this is just her hanging out with us, getting used to a new environment at this point in time. But kittens are a lot of work.
Before she goes wild, is what you're
kittens
saying?
Are a lot. Cats are definitely a lot of work. They're definitely not easy pets. They're great pets if you take the time and spend it with them, but they're definitely not easy.
You mentioned that she's a part of a big litter?
So she's in a group, so we probably have, I want to say 5 groups up in the front office right now.
5
groups.
Litters?
5 different groups. So she's in a group of, let's see, 1, 2, 3. She's in a group of 5, and then I have probably another 4 groups of kittens available too at this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're strictly talking kittens right now?
Kittens, yeah, definitely kittens.
Wow, okay,
yeah.
So then leads me to my next question is, what's the cat population like at Stevens-Swan these
full.
days?
We definitely have over 200 cats at the shelter. There are definitely tons of kittens, and a lot of that is really just kittens. We got a lot of groups of kittens in late this season, so they're just getting ready to come up for adoption now. And again, if you're looking for kittens, we definitely still have them.
How does a situation like this come to be? Are the kittens born at the shelter?
Sometimes. A lot of times, though, they're moms found with the kittens outside, or somebody whose cat had kittens and they can no longer care for them, that it was too much. That's most of the time when they come into the shelter. That's how it is. Usually it's mom and kittens found outside, or a group of kittens found outside.
So is that what you do? I mean, what do you tell people when they do come across a box?
Yeah, give us a call or call your local animal control. If you don't know their number, we can get you in contact with them and have them bring them up to the shelter.
Yeah, it was recently I had to call you and say, hey, what's the animal control officer's name for Deerfield? Yeah. We had found a dog and weren't sure what to do, so we did exactly what John suggested. We called the shelter, and the shelter pointed us in the right direction, just so the protocol is followed and the right steps are taken.
Absolutely. You don't want to bring an animal to a shelter that might not contract there. If you lived in Syracuse, you're not going to bring a stray dog or a stray cat to Utica because maybe the owners aren't going to look in Utica for that animal. So you always want to follow the proper protocol.
So often when I'm talking about adoptions with dogs, I say things like bring the whole family to meet the animal before you do the adoption process. We talk about certain questions that you want to ask of shelter representatives. What do you do in a case for a cat? If your family is in the market, they want to adopt a kitten, want to adopt a cat, what kind of questions should they be asking?
Same things. Is this everybody, just like dogs, all cats have different personalities. This kitten might not be the fit for you, but the next kitten might be. Maybe a kitten isn't what you want. Maybe you want an adult cat, something more laid back that's going to hang out, not be quite as much energy, maybe not chew or claw and jump on things. Those are all things you should take into account, and definitely bring the whole family. It's definitely a family affair.
John's the matchmaker. You have a few fundraisers coming up that are helping out the cats and the dogs and all of the animals that might end up at the shelter. You have the pet photos, which has become so popular over the years. How does that work?
So Holiday Pet Photos, it's going to be November 16th and 17th, as always, at Post 229 here in North Utica. It's coming up. We're going to have a bake sale. You can get photos with Santa, photos with you and your dog. There's tons of backdrops, tons of good things going on that day.
Do you need to make an appointment?
You do not need to make an appointment. Any of the times that we're open for the pet photos, you can come down.
November 16th.
November 16th and 17th.
16th and 17th. 16th
Post 229.
On Herkimer Road.
You got it.
And we also have the Christmas cash raffle going on.
We do Christmas cash raffle. $10 tickets. First place is $5,000. Second place is $1,000, and third place is $500. We're going to draw that actually right here on WKTV, December 17th.
Yes, we are. Sounds about right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, you could win that and help out the animals at the same time. John, thanks for coming in. Thanks for bringing this kitten
Thanks for
with us.
having
And
us.
remember, there are a lot of other kittens just like Sophia, or Sophie?
Sophia.
Sophia at the shelter. Stevens-Swan Humane Society, John Treen with the shelter. That's FURever Friends.
Today's FURever Friends was brought to you by StaffWorks. For more information, go to the FURever Friends section on WKTV.